Hey guys, welcome back to Film Truth. Today we'll talk about the secret history of Judge Judy, the host of the famous show Judge Judy, which is aired on TV again in 2020. Let's head into it. Number 15. Another judge once deemed Judy a disgrace to the profession. Not everyone is a Judge Judy fan. Indeed, one-time People's Court star Judge Joseph Wapner never liked her. He told Metropolitan News in 2003, "She's a disgrace to the profession. She does things I don't think a judge should do. She tells people to shut up, she's rude, she's arrogant, and she demeans people." Judy, however, largely ignored him. Number 14. The show looks like it's filmed in New York, but it isn't. Judy Scheindlin used to work in New York. The Judge Judy intro shows images of New York, and there's a New York state flag behind Judy's chair. But the show is actually filmed in California. And it became abundantly clear to viewers that the show was filmed on the West Coast when an earthquake hit the studio in 2008.
When the sun is not in your eyes before you're making a turn.
Under that black robe with signature lace collar, we spotted Blue Jean. Contradiction of all is where this sharp-tongued Brooklynite actually hears her case in Manhattan Family Court.
Didn't surprise me at all. You know, she had that it factor then. You know, and so
Television business, so as long as you're watching, that's a good thing. He's not your roommate, he's the father of your two children, and you were starting a business together, whether it worked or didn't.
Number 13. Judy owns $5 million properties. So what do you do when you're a multi-millionaire reality TV star? You invest in real estate, of course. Judge Judy owns 5 expensive properties, 2 in Naples, 1 in Beverly Hills, 1 in New York, and her main home in Greenwich. Plus, she also owned her own yacht, appropriately named the Triumphant Lady. Number 12. An insider has claimed she treats her staff very bad. An anonymous source who went to Radar Online in 2016 claimed that Judge Judy treated her staff like dirt. It's an anonymous report, but the unnamed person said that Judy's unwritten rules included don't say something stupid or you pay the price, as well as avoid speaking, avoid eye contact. Yikes. Number 11. The Judge Judy audience makes $8 an hour. Eagle-eyed viewers may have spotted that certain members of the audience keep cropping up in the background, show after show after show, and that's because they're actually paid to be there. Yes, would-be actors keen to get their faces on TV can actually apply to the show's producers and make $8 an hour for their troubles. Number 10. Her husband has publicly discussed their sex life. Judge Judy might have wished in April 2015 that her husband wasn't quite so talkative, because when the pair of them gave an interview to the Daily Mail, she said that she never kept any of her TV awards in her bedroom, and her husband chimed in with, "No awards? She just gave me an award last night." Cheeky.
Children are bonded together. Why do we need a government imprimatur for us to have a relation like to fight about? So I said, if you really want to live together, it's fine with me. Go ask my father. Afraid of my father. So he picked a date and we got married.
Number 9. She was once sued over some expensive china. In 2013, Judge Judy suddenly became involved in her producer Randy's expensive divorce. His ex-wife claimed that Randy had sold Judy some $514,000 worth of china for just about $50,000 as part of some sort of revenge conspiracy. "I don't owe this lady a cent," Judy told TMZ at the time, and indeed, the eventual ruling was that she did not. Number 8. She lost her private jet in a storm. So Judge Judy has millions of dollars, 5 houses, and a yacht. But does she have a private jet too? You bet she does. Or rather, she did. She used it to fly to tapings of Judge Judy, but it was wrecked in the 2016 El Nino storm. It's unlikely she's a flying coach now, though. Number 7. A show participant said she ruined his life. In 2015, David Kowalski, a one-time Judge Judy participant, told Radar Online the show had destroyed him. He claimed that the producers had tried to get him to look money-hungry and worst of all, outed him as gay on television. "Being on the show ruined my life," he said.
You don't want to eat that food.
That's life.
No, it's not my life. It's not her life. It's not Bird's life. Did you hear what I said? You know who I'm looking at. You got my eyes? Blue, black, out. Out. Just go. Say nothing. Perfect.
Number 6. Judy and Bird don't actually socialize much out of court. On screen, Judge Judy and Bailiff Bird seem like the best of friends. However, off screen, while the pair are friends, they don't really socialize much. We have a good working relationship and we have friends in common, but we travel in different circles," Bird told the LA Times in 2020. He also intriguingly added, "We're diametrically opposed on some issues." Number 5. Judy's son had a defamation lawsuit leveled against him. In 2013, Sheriff Don Smith claimed that DA Adam Levi, Judge Judy's son, had knowingly interfered with the investigation of a rape case. But it wasn't true, and Smith had to issue a written apology to Levi and pay him $150,000, another courtroom victory for the family. Number 4. Morrissey once wanted to slam her face into spaghetti. Singer Morrissey is known for being quite a volatile person, but even so, his furious description of eating at the same restaurant as Judge Judy was a bit surprising. Judge Rudy could not shut up. "I was ready to ram her face into her own spaghetti," he told the Daily Mail in 2017. Number 3. The stakes on the show are much lower than in a real courtroom. When guests are selected to be on Judge Judy, they're sent an interesting letter. It reads, "If your case is selected to be arbitrated on Judge Judy and plaintiff wins the case, we guarantee to pay plaintiff the full amount that was awarded against you. You pay nothing." And it's an offer most people find hard to refuse. Number 2. People have accused her of exploitation and hypocrisy. Considering the selection process for guests and what guests are given for appearing, it's easy to see how people might label the show as fake. People have also accused Judy of exploiting guests by ensuring they confirm stereotypes. And they've accused her of hypocrisy too, since the criminals she claims to be hard on actually get out of paying their fines. Number 1. She cried at her grandson's wedding. For all that Judge Judy can be a hard-colded person, she's actually human underneath. So when her first grandchild, Casey, got married in 2013, she practically welled up. That's the first time I've ever seen her get so emotional. "I thought a tear was going to come out of her eye," her husband Jerry joked to Entertainment Tonight. Who knew?
All 5 of our children. So to see this occur really strikes me as being something special, especially
just such an amazing job, and it was so important for Olivia and myself because, you know, my grandparents were the officiants of my uncle. I'm so happy they did, and they did a terrific job.
We met in law school, and we've known each other since the beginning of law school, and then we were actually in New York City, and we were at dinner, and he...
Particular woman. And they make such a wonderful couple, and they have so much in common, and they're both lawyers, and they're...
what she said. It was just wonderful and thrilling. We kind of stole him right after he was born, and I used to carry him around, and people used to say, "Oh."
What do you think about Judge Judy? Did you know about her secret history? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it, hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.